Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel, and we're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. Now I'm happy to introduce you to two members of the community from Lynchview Elementary, the Boosters Club and the school. So here to represent the Booster Club is a member of the club and parent, Jenny Hopkins. Thanks for being here, Jenny.
Thank you.
And Paula Nelson, you're a teacher at Lynchview.
Yes, I am.
And what grades do you teach?
I teach kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
I get the babies.
Oh, that's such a fun year. And you have children at Lynchview now, Jenny?
Yeah, I have a first grader, a third grader, and a sixth grader.
Oh, wow. So you kind of cover it. So, and this goes how long? From kindergarten through?
Six.
Through six, okay. And the reason that you're here today is to talk about Lynchview and some of the issues that they have and how you're working to try to overcome some of those. Tell me, first of all, if you can, a little bit about the Boosters Club. Is that similar to the PTA, or what exactly do the Boosters do, and why was it formed?
So the Boosters, it is a parent group. It is similar to the PTA, and we get together after school with the principal and a couple other teachers, and we just talk about fundraising for the school and where we want to use the money, you know, on field trips, assemblies, teacher allotments, things like that, and music and art. And I'm a member because I feel it's important for parents to be involved and share with their kids and school experience and just support all of the children at the school.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. When my kids were in school, that was what I was all about. Was like, you need to be part of that because it makes a difference. I think in the kids' education, they know that you're involved and that you care, and it seems to make a difference. Do you find that as a teacher?
Yeah, I do. I think that when parents invest, their own time in their kids' education, it just lets the kids know that school's important, and that what happens each day while you're at this place is important. I'm also a parent of Centennial kids. My children happen to go to another elementary in our district, and my youngest is graduating from high school there this year. So
from Centennial?
From Centennial.
Nice.
So I've been through the Centennial program as both a teacher and a parent, and I really appreciate the Booster Club, especially in my own building. It really takes a village to just get all these kids through, especially kids who come from some high needs homes.
And there are there's a lot of that in this community.
There is.
Am I right? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, as far as like the free lunch programs, there's a pretty high percentage, isn't there, at Lynchview?
Yeah, so we are a Title I school, and we offer free breakfast and free lunch to the entire student body.
To the entire student body, wow.
Yes.
That says something, yeah. So what kinds of things have you done in the past? What kinds of, the fundraisers you've had, what has the money gone toward?
Well, so this year is the first year the Boosters Club has really formed.
Oh, okay.
So we're fairly new, but we're excited, you know, to help out the school. And so last year, they did the Run for View, and that was the school's only fundraiser for the year. Wow. But they did raise $8,000. Nice. They had a goal of $4,000, but they managed.
They doubled it. Hey, that's pretty good.
The kids worked really hard and
did.
got a lot of pledges, so they brought in $8,000. And then the Boosters Club in the fall, we decided on where to split up that money and gave it to the music program, artists in residence, and we gave each teacher, I believe, like $100 so they could buy classroom supplies.
And I remember as a kid, I don't remember, maybe I just didn't know, I don't remember that the teachers had to spend very much of their own money. And maybe they did, but all teachers have to do that now, don't they? And things like music and arts programs are not a guarantee anymore.
No, they're not.
Or even sports programs. I mean, there's just a lot of it that's just not there anymore. So if you want a well-rounded education, you need parent involvement and the community involvement.
Yeah, I actually attended Lynchview kindergarten through 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I remember in 5th grade we had band. I played the saxophone, and I, was excited about it.
Yeah.
And so 5th and 6th grade we had band. And now, my son's in 6th grade, and it just doesn't exist anymore. And it's sad to know, that he didn't have that opportunity like I did.
And if parents can afford to give them outside lessons, great, but most families can't afford to do that.
That's right.
So what kinds of extracurricular activities do they have available to them? Or what kinds of programs are part of the school curriculum? Is there an art class? Is there a music class?
We don't have art, but we do have music because of the Portland Arts tax. Part of our district's in Portland.
Okay.
And so we do have music full-time, and we have PE half-time, which means
half-time?
1 day a week. So,
are you kidding?
Yeah. And
oh my goodness.
we don't, we have a great organization called Schools United, the SUN program. And so a lot of our kids, their extracurricular comes from that, but it's limited.
And that's an after-school program, right?
And they can only serve so many kids, so not all kids get to participate.
That's really tough. What do you think as a teacher is the greatest need for the kids?
I think that just, having things that anytime you keep kids busy and you keep kids involved in other things, it's really great. But for this program, like for the View, it gives them a sense, our school is their community. We try to tell them we're one big community. And so doing a fundraiser where it's going to benefit all of the kids, themselves included, gives the kids a great sense of pride. And that's why I think they raised $8,000. We were shooting for $4,000 and they just blew us out of the water. We couldn't believe it. So
I think that's great that you are doing something that actually the kids can actually participate in, because that does give them a sense of community. It makes them proud of themselves and of their organization or their school. You brought some pictures, I believe, from last year's run, and maybe we can take a look at them so we can get a feel for how that all went. Sure. Give them a minute to pull that up here. So this is going to be on May 20th, right?
There they are.
Yeah. Oh, look at how fun! They look so excited.
Some kindergartners right in there.
Those are kindergartners.
Well, there's some first graders mostly, but I see a few of mine.
Is this like?
So they're showing their bracelets because as they go around each lap, they mark so they can keep track of how many laps they do.
There they are. Okay. So is it on it's on the school grounds, correct?
Yes, it is.
We don't have a track, so they just run around the
field.
baseball field.
Yeah.
Some of our parents.
The Lions, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you have
We had some
cheerleaders.
parents that were cheerleaders. They were great.
How fun.
There's some of our teachers participating in the run as well.
Nice. It takes a lot of people to get that all organized.
That's celebrating maybe the end of the run. And
Yeah, and at the end, they all got Otter Pops, and
Oh, nice.
we had water bottles for them.
Some exhausted kids, I bet.
Yeah.
being so,
And teachers.
so cute. They get really competitive and they enjoy kind of challenging themselves and each other in this event. So it was really exciting to watch them.
I got my bracelet.
That's right.
I love it.
That was
The kids get really excited and competitive on who can run the most laps and for
I passed
class-wise
you
and
up
grade and
So do they can't all run at the same time. That's too many kids. How does that
Great
work?
question. They don't. Yeah, it's a great question. That would be pretty. We have like 530 students, so they run it in 2 stages: a morning group and then an afternoon
So
group.
is it lower grades, upper grades, or do you
It
mix
can
them up?
vary. You can do multi-age where you mix them so that you have some of the older kids supporting the younger kids. If
Yeah.
you put all the babies out there, you might not.
You may never get around the
You might
track.
need some big kids to get the moving. So
So is that how they
mix
do it
it.
usually? Okay. You have to be really organized for something like that. When my kids' school used to have a jog-a-thon. It was so fun. We love that, and it really can make a difference. So tell me then about, say you raise another $8,000, or maybe you got $10,000 this year. Do you have a set plan for what you're going to use the money for, or will you again wait until the fall and decide how it's going to be spent?
Well, for the money that the kids bring in, we'll probably meet in the fall and set the budget. We'll probably follow similar to what we did this year, and hopefully we will get more money so that we can. Maybe the teachers will get more than $100 to buy their classroom supplies, because obviously it costs more than that.
Yeah, sure.
And but we're also trying to raise money to support the kids in the event. So right now we're taking donations outside of the children's pledges, because we'd like to purchase T-shirts for all of the students so that they can wear a shirt on the day of the run.
And they have a new shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, they love
And it's a
having something like that.
memento, and so they can remember. They can wear it to school later and be like, "Hey, remember the run for View where I ran 13 laps?" And just so they have that to take away. So every kid has something to take away from it.
That's great, and really that does help that sense of community because everybody's wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
So now, am I right in thinking that you also will take sponsors or sponsorships? Is that
So if
how does that
we
work?
can get like a superhero donation, a large donation.
Like from a business or an individual?
Yeah, so then we'd be willing to put their name, their logo for their business, or if it's an individual, on that T-shirt.
Or like
so
in the back or something, or whatever you have.
And we also have the pledge sheets that the kids will be taking around the community to ask for pledges, and we will put their logo on that as well. So it's going to be seen by many people. So we're hoping that somebody out there.
A little free advertising, well, a little, not free, but a little advertising.
Some marketing.
Yeah.
And it's,
It's good
we have
marketing tool.
530 students, so it's going to get advertised a lot.
It's a little difficult in our district because our district is situated where there's not a lot of businesses. We don't pull in from, like we're not situated next to Boeing or any of the big ones. So oftentimes it's hard for us to connect with the larger, and so it's the smaller mom and pop businesses that tend to have to support us, and that can be really difficult in our community.
So if there is a small or large business who is out there and maybe has some marketing dollars that they haven't spent, this would be a great opportunity. Go ahead and give you a call. I mean, it could be $500, it could be $5,000, $10,000. I mean, that would be really nice, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we met our goal already.
They will be well paid back in smiles, let me tell you. You saw the pictures.
Maybe, that would be a wonderful opportunity to really connect with kids, and for kids to see that the community cares about them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because that's a really big deal. I think that kids are really influenced by those kind of things. They remember those things where they all come together and work together on something, and that their parents were involved and their community was involved. So tell me, as a teacher and as a parent, what are their responses to something like that? You said there was competition, but do they get the community thing? Do they understand that and that we all have to pitch in together on this kind of thing?
Well, it's a real teachable moment. I mean, you really, we start every day in our building welcoming kids into our schools, into our classrooms by greeting them at doors, and then we start our mornings in community circle, and we let them know that we start as a community here, but our community reaches out. So this is a perfect teaching moment of saying how the community has stepped up to sponsor you, and they believe in us, and they believe in you, and so we definitely use this as a moment, and in all opportunities, that's what it's about with our kids. So,
well, it's an opportunity for them to understand what it means to be a member of the community.
That's right.
I mean, I'm a big fan of teaching kids to learn to volunteer at a young age, because there's always somebody who is worse off than you that needs something, always. What about you with your kids? Do you talk about those kind of things, just bringing up your kids?
Yeah, I feel our family, we are involved in our community a lot. We've done a lot of volunteering with Habitat for Humanity and some of the other organizations in the area. So my kids are supportive of that. They encourage their friends to be involved in the community.
Good for them.
Yeah, and just in our neighborhood, we take some of the kids from the school and we coach an indoor soccer team, and we try to get everybody involved as much as possible.
Yeah, that's wonderful, really, because if you're modeling that for the kids, and they'll grow up thinking and understanding that being a part of community, that's what you do. Giving service to others and trying to help out those less fortunate, or just giving a helping hand. So I think that's great. What if people are interested in sponsoring, or if they just want to make, even if it's a small donation of $5 or whatever, what do they need to do? Should they drop it by the school? Do you go to your website?
So we do have a GoFundMe set up, so that is one way to donate. And then I believe it's going to run later.
We'll put that at the end. So it's a GoFundMe account. People can just do it with their credit card online, or
if they want to do that. They can also send a check directly to the school, to Lynchview Elementary. And then we can send them a receipt, because it is a tax donation.
Great. So that's a help, right?
Yeah.
It's tax deductible. Anything else? We're just running out of time. So is there anything else that we should know about? I know that the run happens on May 20th, and do you keep that closed so people can't come and watch? I mean, with all the kids there, or?
Well, we open, our parents come, we encourage them, some families to come and stuff like that. It is a little bit more, we're pretty protective of our kids on
that's
ground.
what I was saying. It's probably not
so it's not one of the things, right.
public.
We'll probably do our own little publicity thing and put some photos up and things like we've done in the past, but
so
for kids' security and
share
safety.
It with the community later,
absolutely.
And let them know how it went.
Oh, absolutely.
And then basically you're raising money now until it happens.
Exactly.
Right. So the kids can, if somebody comes to your door, one of the kids, knocks on a neighbor's door and says, we'd like a donation. If you're able to do that, then give generously. And if not, you can contact the school. And is there anybody in particular they ask for? Just call and say we would like to donate to. It's Run for View.
You're right.
So it's Lynchview Elementary.
Yeah.
Run for View.
We're all in it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I love that. I think that's a great way to approach it. And not only are you raising money, but the kids are going to learn a lot from that. So thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for being on here tonight. And thanks for watching this segment of Community Hotline. So if you have a little bit of spare cash and you need to do something with it, or you're a business and you want to do a little marketing but really make an impact on your community, you can't think of a better thing to do than donate it to Lynchview, their Run for View, which happens May 20th. So I'm Monica Weitzel. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.
my documentary was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera, one.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera, two.
Very professional, experienced people.
You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera, three. Take three.
You don't have to be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.